update title. Let's go here. Set. Where's my chat? Ready to go. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. My eyeballs are still waking. Okay, so we need 3 colors this morning. Good morning. I can't see my chaos over here, but let's just say the secondary thing that I'm working on is caught up to the squares that we are working on. Because they didn't launch the beta until about 7 o'clock last night. So, but they've asked us not to stream it, so I can't stream it on stream. Sorry. To be fair, their reasoning is sound. They don't want people to see it crashing and having bugs and stuff like that, and people assuming that it is the end all be all for this game. It's not. It's a test, so that way we don't introduce bugs into the actual game. So, completely understandable. Anyway, we are doing number 11, which is the baby block stitch. It's called little baby blocks. So we're doing 3 colors today. Should we spin away? I think we're going to spin away. Corey decided that he wanted to puke in my office last night, so it's been a great 24 hours. Here's the Wheel of Doom. Wheel of Doom, Doom, Doom. Yeah, Wheel of Doom, Doom, Doom. Okay. Light green. Good morning, Mom. Morning, Corey. Light green and orange. Light green and orange. Where's the orange? Here's my giant thing of light green. One color to bring them all together. Some dark blue. Good lighting this morning. Yeah, because the sun's like right there for once. I started a little earlier. I know. Well, not earlier, but yeah, kind of, sort of. Sort of. How is dark blue? I think dark blue would bring these two, this orange and this green together, and I don't know why. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. I don't have enough of that. Dark blue, I think. I'm not going to use multi-black wheel. That's just not going to work. I'm sorry. I guess we're using navy. If I have to get more navy, I'll get more navy. I'm going to be one of those ones that I pre-cut things again, maybe. Possibly. Just unwinding a bit so I don't like drag it across the floor. There we go. So we got our blue. We got some orange. Random stragglers. Let's get that in the garbage can. This one is number 11 in the squares, called Baby Blocks. Baby Block Stitch. Baby Block Stitch. Okay, this one is just going to connect to one of our little lowly squares over here. One of our single squares. Chain 14 is how we're starting. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Second one from the chain and single crochet. Next one from the chain, we're doing 2 single crochets. 1, 2, skip, chain 1, skip 1 on the bottom chain. We're doing 2 single crochets into 1 chain, chain 1, 2 single crochets, chain 1, skip 1 on the bottom chain, your starting chain, chain 2 single crochets, chain 1, skip 1 on the bottom chain, 2 single crochets, chain 1, 2 single crochets, and instead of a chain 1, we're just doing a single crochet into the last stitch on the row. It's going to be a little wobbly, fluffy, whatever we want to call it today. I'm going to trim this string because we're changing string every row. Okay. Let's see, Corey, story for this one. It's like it's little flowers in with the blue sky. Wobbly. It's like little flowers, little orange flowers in the blue sky, part of the many fields that we are apparently making. Okay. So chain 1, turn, and you're going to single crochet into that first stitch because that little chain does not count apparently. Good story. Good story. Yep, I try. So we're going to start with, after that single crochet, we're going to chain 1, skip the first 2 because we're only doing the single crochets in the chain. So now we shall go lickety split, and I'm not trying to count things. 2 single crochets in that chain space from the row before, and then chain over top of the 2 single crochets. That's how this one's gonna go. Yeah. No. There's that. Okay, so we made it to the end. What is the last stitch? Okay, so we're doing 1. Oh, I wasn't supposed to go into that gap. Okay, back it up. So just the gap and then single crochet into that top stitch. Done. Handled. Trim. Bobby, keep going. Thank you. Okay, here's that. Turn. Once again, we're starting the row, so therefore it's 1 single crochet into that first stitch because your color change on the end does not count. Anyway, now that we've done that, it starts with a gap. So 2 single crochets into that gap, chain 1 over top of the 2 from the, and continue across. Super simple today. So I have actually, as of yesterday, I managed to go through all of the squares that we've already done and made these ones. I just need to put borders on all of them. We'll see if I run out of navy, since I use navy for everything apparently. So Cindy blue. Okay, so we're at the end of the row, which means I do that into the gap. Okay. And then single crochet into the last one. Yes. Yes. The funny thing is, he's on this side. Anna is over top of the microphone right now. But he's breathing hard today because he had a rough night. So, kind of one of those things today. Okay, so I need green. Green. Stereo. Cat breathing ASMR, apparently. Okay, there we go. Got our green. Turn. Back in. There's that. Okay, so how many times are we repeating these colors pattern today? We're ending on a green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're only repeating 5 times and ending on green. So you can't, honestly, if you forget to do the single chain in between the two single crochets, it's not completely a bad thing. The world is not going to end, but it just doesn't make it as poofy, it seems. Yes, I forgot one on the previous row. As much as I would like to go back and fix it, I'm not going to because it doesn't really show. Hi, Anna. What can I help you with? Please keep moving. Move along. Move along, child. Your booty is in front of my stuff. Thank you. The husband is downstairs using his walking pad and getting his steps in. Okay, there's that. We turn, single crochet into the top. This is a gap over top. So, I need some more. There we go. 1, 2. There we go. Back to blue. Hold on a second. We're testing something. You know that she's coming. Okay. Let's see how much we use here. I went into the wrong space. There we go. I think I'm about to use less than I thought I was going to. Okay, I used a lot less than I thought I was going to. Okay. There we go. And go right here. There's our measuring stick. Measuring stick. Okay, so we have only repeated twice, so I just need 5. Well, I just need 3 more of these. So here's 1. One. Better to overestimate is very true. Very true. Don't get me wrong. We all know, we all enjoy a good, darn chicken game. There we go. And that's all we need. There we go. Now this can be moved out of the way. And this can be moved out of the way. And this can be put away. There's that. Here's our grab file. I don't have to worry about trimming anymore. Coffee break. Okay, want it. Coffee break initiated. Okay, grab, turn around, single crochet into that first one, and then this one starts with a gap, so 2 single crochet, 2, uh-oh, I feel like I'm still playing yarn chicken. I think I underestimated. No, guys. Oh, mistakes were made. I just have to cut it super close. Hold on. Fine. Mistakes were made. So 40 minutes left. It's okay. No, I made a mistake. The mistakes were made. It's fine. There we go. See if we can do this. What? Try this again. I figured out what I did wrong. So I measured it on a slightly shorter use of yarn row. Just have to make sure my tension's a little tighter. But if this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to figure this out a different way. Okay, we're here. We're here. A little rough. Oh, don't worry. There's plenty for us to do if I finish early. Okay. Cleaned it up. Okay. Coral. I can't play Coral. Sorry, Corey, you missed that part. Coral has asked us not to stream the beta when they released it at like 7 o'clock last night. So I can't do Coral. I can do the regular game of Coral, but I cannot use the. I can't do the beta file. He said, please don't stream. We don't want people to get the wrong impression about the game. And I appreciate that. So a few of us are playing from the beginning. But they gave us the option to do a beta file where they kind of set us up pretty quick, but with a kind of a dispenser of money and stuff like that, so we can run around and run to different places in the game to test if they're glitched, test conversations, see if those had some issues and stuff. So that's pretty cool that they did that. Oh, I need to go back and do this a little bit tighter. Yep, I know exactly what my problem was with the pre-cut. So I measured it on a row that doesn't use as much yarn. Okay. So that is my problem. So any row that equals a little bit more yarn, just have to be a little bit tighter on. It's fine. My mistake. It's fine. This rendition of Yarn Chicken. There. Handle. See, look at how pretty it's turning out. Green. Snug it down. Pull through. Turn around. One, two, chain one. One, two, chain one. One, two, chain one. Two, chain one. And one into the top. Yeah. I'm just tying the really short string next to it. Don't pull something and lose it. And that way we are keeping things nice and neat as we go. And that means the less I have to do in, 5 to 10 minutes. There's that. Okay. Okay. So now we need an orange. Now we need an orange. There we go. Now this is one we have to be a little tight on because it starts with the 2 single crochets in the gap. And then we have just enough. Just a little tiny tip. Okay. Blue comes in. Here we go. I'll pull that too far. Turn. Chain one. And two. Chain one. Oops. Hold on. There we go. So far, so good. Got our last two things tied up here. There. On to green. Okay. Now we gotta be careful with this one. This one's gonna be, I use a little extra yarn row. So this is yarn chicken row for surezies. Oops, I did it into the wrong stitch. That would help too. There's that. A second. I'm gonna just tie this because it's a really tiny string. You've committed to the row now. Okay. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Tomorrow's is going to be a little interesting. It's a lot of colors. It might be close to all of our colors. Okay, so orange. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors to be exact. Well, yeah, close to 7 colors. I think the day after is the 7-color one. But we're only repeating the colors twice. Only a few of them 3 times. So don't need to spin the wheel, just use the order, pretty much. think I did this too tight. There we go. Yarn chicken. Okay. Single last row. Here we go. It's going to be a yarn chicken row. I don't pull it all the way through in the first place. Keep forgetting to chain one. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm going to have to go back. A little too loose on that one. You tighten it up just a smidge. Yarn chicken on the last row, and I'm losing. That's our yarn chicken right there on that end. So tiny. Most times I'm lucky I have little hands. I think if my hands were any bigger, I would not be able to do half the stuff I do for yarn stuff or tying stuff, setting up looms, those kinds of things. Just makes it a little easier to get to fix things. There we go. Okay, last row. Last row. Okay. Cinch it down here. Give myself at least a little bit of room to work with this tiny little string of yarn chicken that we're playing. Single crochet into that first one. Since we're ending on a row where it equals a chain there. Here the gap. 1, 2, chain. 1, 2, chain. 1, 2, chain. 1, 2, 2, chain, and single crochet into that last one. Woot! Yay! Let's get this tie over here so nothing tries to escape. Clean up the mess over here. Garbage. Come on. I just need a smaller needle. I don't need one of my giant ones. There we go. There's that. Front versus back. There we go. marked. There we go. What did I learn on this one? I could have overestimated just a smidge bit more. Just a smidge bit more. There's that. Okay. I need bed. 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 It is a good looking square. Definitely a good looking square. Okay, let's start up in this corner and get this border going. Eh, Towards the turn. Cora, are you breathing into the microphone again? What you doing up there, buddy? While you're sleeping? You were out cold. Okay. He's so tired. His allergies are so bad. I gotta clean his little nose, his little eyeballs. If he would let his sister clean his ears, I wouldn't have to clean those. Round 2. Thankfully, this border is just a single crochet all the way around. That's all you're doing. Single crochet border. I just get hung up if we do a double crochet or something like that for the stitch. But yeah, yesterday I finished going through all of and making squares of all of our previous squares in this color palette I have over here. So there is no doubt that I will finish that at around the same time that we are finishing this. I'm just putting borders around all of those and stitching them together as I go. With that as well. I've already stitched in all the ends, and so I just have to do the borders and stitch them together for those. So they are pretty much ready to go on that aspect. So then I'll have to do this 3-color one here at some point or another. In the corner here. There it is. And slip stitch. There we go. So the whole idea of the secondary blanket is I wanted to give it away. I was hoping that I was going to get through that one a little bit quicker than I am. Granted, I'm already going through it pretty quick, but I don't have as much scrap yarn as I thought I did, kind of thing. So, otherwise I was going to make 4 of them. Keep your secrets. Okay. Keep my secrets. So we need the single for row 2, block 1. Row 2, block 1, which is of course the bottom one. That's part of row 1. Block 6, which we will attach tomorrow, I think, to a square. Is that how that one works? Maybe, possibly. What's this one? Yeah, this one well, we'll buddy up with something tomorrow. So we can go in this box. Be all buddies. Okay. This is block 10 from row 2. Block 10, which is the first one in the row. Gonna get attached to the second one in the row. But we haven't made the third one in the row yet. So we can't keep going on the attachment land. Put the right sides together. The two faces. That's why we attach the little tag, so I know which way is the right side, which way is the wrong side. So that way, granted, I could probably sit here and figure it out, but let's take extra thought process. Work smarter, not harder. Stitch down the side. Corey, don't you work today? Or are you evening with me today? Kind of weird to have you not go. I got break over. Break over. Oh, you work at when? Okay, so there's those two. There's those two. Do. We have a huge crew. We do have a huge crew tonight. So I should call in beta testing. You get ready at 11:30. Yeah. I usually start getting ready. Wait, what? Should I call in beta testing? I don't think that's a legit call in. I felt so sick this morning when I first woke up. And hubby was like, well, then you shouldn't stream. I'm like, I just haven't had coffee this morning. I haven't had anything. I'm just exhausted. I went to bed at 1 and I slept till 9. So to be fair, I got 8 hours of sleep, roughly, aside from the wake ups from all the cats and all that jazz. So coffee fixes a lot. Yeah, I know. What did I do all the way through schooling when I didn't have coffee? That's the crazy part. That's the super crazy part. Okay. I need. Where's my multicolors? There it is. I need this. I'm actually starting to run out of this multicolor that I'm using for that, which is great because I think I already told you that anything that's a 2-color, I'm using the purple in this multicolor. When is the next row set to be finished? Give me a second. Next row finish is set for. Come on, marking out calendar. Move keyboard. So this is this one. Mark off that and that. Okay. So tomorrow we're doing 5. which is going to connect 5 and 6 to the other part of the row. 38 is down here. 21. 30. Saturday. The next row is going to be row 4, and that's going to be on Saturday. The 9th. And then it will be next, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday will be row 2. Then Thursday will be row 1. And then we will be connecting when did I already finished row 6. Okay. So on the 14th, we'll also be connecting row 1 and row 2 together. The 15th, so the Friday, so not this Friday, but next Friday, will be row 3, where we'll be connecting all the top ones together. So 1, 2, 3, 4 will all be connected. And then next Saturday, not this Saturday, but the Saturday after, will be when we finish all the rows. How's that for a planned out dance? And that's when we will start the border, technically, because at that point, once they're all connected, we're going to do a nice border all the way around to make it all nice and neat. Nice and neat. The plan. The plan. And that is how the plan comes together. There it is. Page. It can go back in the box. Big milestones, right? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can't measure until after the first one. So yeah, I'm gonna do this square for the other secrets thing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do my beta testing for the day. And then I'll probably start getting ready for work here at noon. So anyway, I know it's like, I got 5 minutes. I can hang out here. I can hang out. Chillax. Just chillax a little bit. One, two. Granted, I might, yeah, pretty much see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I'm probably going to go actually partially get ready for work. Maybe even put laundry away real quick while I have a hot moment. as I randomly do extra stuff. So, everybody, take care. Corey, thanks for joining me again today. Mom, thanks for joining me on YouTube. Appreciate both of you. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time.